we got to talk first and foremost about Bitcoin. Bitcoin making a big move up. Now, if you've been following my game plans, you know that with members of Verified Investing Crypto at Verified Investing, we talked about how once we got above this level, it gave us that bullish bias in Bitcoin. Broke out, consolidated, and then this big move has occurred. Now, I'm going to tell you how I played it. All right, I'm going to give you the inside scoop on exactly how I did it. So with members, we talked about this yesterday, how at around 31,000 or so, I was going to take half of the Bitcoin position that I was holding off of the table. So right into this resistance, right? Pivot high, and upsloping trend line right here. That again gave us that first initial exit. Now, Bitcoin continued to roar to the upside, ultimately surging all the way up to this level. Once we got to about $34,000, I took my other half off the table. So at this stage, I am out of my swing trade on Bitcoin that I let you guys know I was in over the last couple weeks. Now, what I did in addition, and check this out, guys, once we pierced this level, once we got above 35,000, I initiated a short on Bitcoin. Small position, but starting to dip the toe in the water on Bitcoin. Because of the extended move, you're now starting to hit major resistance levels. Now, this is just a starter position. If it goes higher, I have the ability to add to that short, but this is what trading is all about, right? It's all about looking at the chart, looking at the probabilities of the coming move as a swing trader, and positioning yourself. In addition, notice how I legged out. I didn't say, oh, this is a resistance line, let me just exit a whole position. Instead, I said, you know what? Let me play it smart here. Let me move out of half of the position, let the other half run. If it had pulled back like this, I could have rebought that half. It ended up not, but I was able to capture that alpha to the upside. So again, that's really, really important to understand.
Bitcoin is currently bullish and expected to continue rising, while investors should rely on data and charts to make informed investment decisions. Bitcoin broke out of consolidation and is bullish, with the speaker taking profits on a swing trade and initiating a short position at higher resistance levels, while clarifying they are a long-term bull on Bitcoin. Bitcoin made a significant upward move after breaking out of a consolidation phase, indicating a bullish bias according to Verified Investing. In this video, Gareth Soloway, a pro trader with over 20 years of experience, explains how they took profits on their Bitcoin swing trade by selling half of their position at a resistance level, and then initiated a short position as Bitcoin reached higher resistance levels. Gareth Soloway has a small starter short position but plans to add more if the price goes up to higher levels, with the next levels being around 37,500 and 4,000. He clarifies that they are not betting against Bitcoin in the long term and are a long-term bull on it. But as a trader, they have been both short and long on Bitcoin in the past.
Understand. So at this stage, I am out of my swing trade on Bitcoin. I am now in a short right up here, but a small starter position. The reason why it's a small starter position is because ultimately, if we do see it go up, there are other levels where I will add to the short. All right, so if we zoom out on this chart, and again, we're now going back pretty far, but what we can see, and again, it'll be hard for me to just kind of, there we go, we can zoom in a little bit like that. But basically, these are your next levels. Your next level comes in around 37,500, and the next one is a pierce of 4,000. So we could go up as high as around 4,000. That would be your best bull case scenario before you get a significant pullback. I don't necessarily anticipate that happening, but again, notice how I'm leaving room. My short is right here, but it's only about a 1/6 position, which means I have lots of opportunity to add once we, or if we get up to these higher levels. Now again, I want to be clear, this is a swing trade. I'm not betting against Bitcoin in the long term. I'm a huge, huge long-term bull on Bitcoin. All right, I think it is the future. I think it's the digital gold of the future. But again, I'm a trader. I go in and I go out. I've been short many times over the last year or two. I've been long many times. Just go look at the track record on Verified Investing for Verified Investing Crypto. It shows all the entry dates, all the entries, and the profits and the losses. Okay, so that's what we have here. Now, a couple things to go over here. We have seen Bitcoin dominance move higher. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. I have a target for Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is Bitcoin dominance. Now, dominance means it's comparing itself to everything else in the crypto sector. And what we've seen is as investors and institutions begin to understand that the spot ETF will be approved, they've been buying Bitcoin mainly. Now, we have seen altcoins starting to pop a little, which is good because I have altcoin long positions. We'll go over those in just 1 second. But ultimately, the majority of money is going into Bitcoin because that's where the spot ETF is going to be approved in, right? Now, if you look at the dominance chart,
Bitcoin dominance is increasing as investors and institutions anticipate the approval of a spot ETF, resulting in more money flowing into Bitcoin compared to altcoins. Bitcoin dominance reaching 55% could indicate resistance and potential faltering, but if it breaks through, there is a possibility of another bull run. Gareth Soloway discusses the significance of the 60% level on the dominance chart and how it coincides with a major pivot low, emphasizing the importance of finding multiple factors in trading. Having multiple factors such as a gap fill, pivot high, or double bottom increases the probability of success to over 70%, which is desirable in any scenario. Watch this video as he explains further.
here, this is pretty fascinating stuff, right? We can zoom out on this, and as we zoom out, we start to get a couple levels. So on this chart of dominance, notice the parallels. Parallels are unbelievably important in trading. And what we could see is if we take this low here, which was basically the low at the start of the dominance period of 2022, and we connect it through this low, right through this pivot, it tags it here, which implies that if Bitcoin dominance gets to about 55%, we should be into resistance. And that would be where I would expect Bitcoin to start to falter potentially against all other things crypto. Now, if it breaks through that, we have a beautiful parallel line going here, right through here, right to here, and this would be your secondary target. Now, as a trader, you have to look at these levels and say to yourself, okay, there's a chance that the probability is we stall here and pull back. But down the line, Bitcoin again could have another bull run, which could take us up to that next one. So this would be your first resistance. You would respect it until proven otherwise. And then at some point after a pullback, if dominance starts breaking out, this is your next target. It's at 60%. Now, what's fascinating about 60% is if we zoom out, take a look at this. Where does 60% get us? And I want to show you this because, again, this stuff is really pretty darn cool. All right, bear with me here. So, again, we're zooming out on the dominance chart now. We're zooming way out. If we look at this 60% level, where does it coincide? Look at this pivot point right here. Drag that through. It would take us back to a major pivot low on the dominance chart. That would be then the pivot high. One of my favorite things when I'm looking at charts is finding levels that coexist together. So by itself, this would be powerful. By itself, this trend line would be powerful. You add these trend lines together, right? 1 plus 1, and you get something even more powerful. You get 2. So again, that's some of the things that you look for. One of my main things when I'm swing trading and day trading is looking for 2-factor or better trades, meaning that I don't just want a gap fill. I want a gap fill or a pivot high or a double bottom with another factor at least. When you get 2 or more factors, you're pushing your probabilities of success north of 70%. You go to any casino and tell them, hey, listen, I'd like to open up a casino and win at least 70% of the time. You will be a golden child in that scenario. That is exactly the place you want to be, and I think that's important for us to recognize. All right. Continuing on here, let's quickly take a look at Ripple. So Ripple, take a look. Ripple's beginning to move up. I've isolated down where I expect resistance to come in the near term on Ripple. Very clearly, we have this area right here, and that again goes right there. We take this pivot low right through here, right through here, right through here, right through here, and it gives us a target of approximately 62 cents or so. So that is your short-term target on Ripple. We are moving up in that direction. Let's keep going through. And by the way, for those of you that may not be interested in crypto, don't worry. This charting analysis is applicable to anything, commodities, Forex, stocks, anything. And I'm going to move over to stocks and bonds and all that other stuff in just a minute. But again, today's a day where, in all fairness, crypto kind of was the standout. This is the standout today. Take a look at Cardano. I highlighted this, I believe it was on Friday, as a breakout. When we were right here, we talked about Cardano breaking out. Take a look at what's happened since. Look at that move to the upside. Where is your resistance going to come in? Very clearly right in this range. That is going to be just above 30 cents. 30 to 31 cents, Cardano will have resistance. Next up, let's take a look at Solana. Real quick, Solana is getting close to major resistance as well. It could go a little bit higher, 34 and then 36 or 36 and a half. The key pivot point is right here, right to here. That gives us this level, and then this level comes in. You can't really see it, but if I zoom out, you can. Let me just show you where that other one comes from here. And again, what we can see here on the chart, bear with me as I zoom in, and I'm just trying to make this perfect for you guys. There we go. So that secondary line right here, right through here, and right through there. And again, those are the two levels where Solana should be running into resistance. All right, guys, so amazing stuff right here on the crypto side. Again, my guess is we're getting closer to the end of the run than the beginning. It doesn't mean that when the spot ETF is approved, whether it's in the end of this year or next year, you're not going to get some sort of pop. But again, you're starting to get the extension charts to be a little bit long in the tooth, so just be aware of that.
Welcome to the Future of Finance with Extra Skills crypto courses. Our seasoned experts, veterans of the crypto game, are here to decode the complex world of cryptocurrency for you. Our comprehensive courses cover everything from blockchain fundamentals to advanced trading strategies. Here's the catch. We're offering a limited-time exclusive discount on our crypto courses. Get access to these invaluable resources at an unbelievable discount of more than 50% off. Hear it from our students who've already transformed their financial futures. I turned a small investment into a profit machine. Thanks to Extra Skills, I'm not just trading crypto, I'm trading success. Don't wait, the crypto market never sleeps, and neither should your ambitions. Click the link below to access our exclusive crypto courses. But wait, there's more. We urge you to take advantage of this incredible offer. Click on the link in the description below the video to get these courses at a discounted price. Don't miss this Extra Skills, empowering you for crypto success.